Hi, welcome to my shop. My name is Mike. Haven't done a shop tour in a while. Let's do a shop tour. Okay, we'll start over here with a couple of cabinets I got on the wall right next to my bench. This one has like sandpaper and sanding pads and different things like that. Other things I don't want you guys to see, but kind of junky. I use particle board on here just to get all the, pegboard I should say, to get all the different little utilization of space. This one over here, different manuals, outdoor structures, adding on masonry, stuff like that, electrical. These are all different shop manuals. New Yankee Workshop, gotta have that. Here's my Norm Abram picture, my Norm Abram sticker. Some clamps, tool belts, one set up for regular construction, one set up for electrical stuff. Quick grips, and let's see, up here some manual or different things for doing drawings and books with calculators and stuff in it for when I do little drawings for friends and family on little projects. And what else do I got? I got scroll saw blades, different little feet for the clamps right here so they don't mar, the project, whatever. I'll show you the other wall over here. Over here I have my jet dust collector. I have it hooked up, goes all the way across the shop, which isn't very far, and it has this clear tube that I bought as a kit, and it comes with all these little blast gates, and then regular shop back hose can run to each one and go across. Yeah, if I put big dust collector piping in here, it would take up most of the shop. This is only like 10 by 20, 10 by 19 down here. So yeah, this works pretty good. I have a separator back over here, just a 5-gallon bucket, and it has a special top with a couple of hoses that go to a special lid. And yeah, bought it cheap, works good. Little pancake compressor down here. And the other thing too I was going to show you is I bought this remote outlet for the dust collector, or anything you want to use it for. It just plugs in over here, and you plug the dust collector into it, and get the remote and go. And a nice I can be anywhere in here and just hit it and it works. That little cabinet there just has different sanding stuff in it, and like thinner and putty and stuff like that. This little cabinet here I got from work also. They weren't using it anymore, and I just took it, I painted it up. In this drawer I have like all different kinds of spray paints and crafty stuff and different spray on finishes and bar top coating, stuff like that. I just keep up here. And the drawer down here I just keep odds and ends, different things like knee pads and screws and stuff like that. This Makita saw is a really nice chop saw, slides, get the depth of the cut. This thing's 20 years old, and I bought it when we first got the house. I used it to do all the molding and the trim around the doors, the windows, base molding, and yeah, 20 years old and it's going strong. Made a fence for it with a stop block and another long extension of fence out of a piece of solid, put a piece of tape all the way across, and have the stop block there too. I made this little catch for the back so all the stuff don't blow behind this table, and yeah, works pretty good. I got all the hold downs and extra pieces for it, and the little extensions that came with it for if I take it off of here and use it on the road or whatever. But works great. And I have these brackets, as you can see. I got all these trim pieces from different jobs and things I've done. And up here I have all 5/4 and stuff on the shelves. And yeah, works out nice for me. I'll show you this this thing down here that I use too. Yeah, this down here is a cart that I made because sometimes I do stuff with logs and make different things like that. This has a pretty good Forstner bit collection on it for making like the tenons, you know, where the tenon goes into the hole for the log thing you're making, whatever. All different sizes. Goes from like 3/8 all the way up. And yeah, basically I put it on here, I clamp it down. I use this peeling knife to take off all the bark and everything. And I can tell different thicknesses with the gauge here for what I need the diameter to be. And yeah, I mean, it works good. I'll show you these bell cutters too. I gotta find them in this drawer. These cutters that cut the tenon on the different logs and stuff. I'm just gonna show you these, and I forgot about it. You open this thing. This is what they look like, and they go on a big 1/2-inch drill that I have in a drawer. I'll show you. And yeah, they're really nice. They come in all different sizes, and they'll just cut that tenon and go as far as you need it to be. I think it goes up to like 2 inches of a cut. But yeah, these are pretty cool. A little pricey, but this cabinet here has different kinds of stains and paints and sealers and stuff like that. 3M adhesive for doing like little laminate jobs. More paint on this side. Oh, and don't forget, like and subscribe. Please help me out. Over here I have my little tabletop drill press, which is all I really need. I hardly use this thing. The only time I use it is really for a drum sander. And then what I do is I take different plates in this top I made, switch them out for the zero clearance drill bit plate, and there you go. You got a drum sander, and I don't really even have room for a regular drum sander, so this works out perfect. It's got multiple things I can do with it. I also have little hold downs and stuff like that I made for it, where I can hold down a piece or hold down a vacuum hose or whatever I want. Little holder here for the different bits, and I got more bits on the side. I also have a fence that I made for this, where I can adjust it back and forth like this, and I can, you know, clamp a block to it, whatever I want to do. I made this just with a keyhole cutter. Cuts the keyhole slot, and then I have these T-bolts that just fit right in the cutter, and works great, and for the amount of time I use it, can't beat it. And then also I have dust collection that runs to this if I need it. All the different little things, cutters and spade bits and stuff like that in the wall. Special Forstner bits for like actual doing like a grass hinge, like a Euro concealed hinge. That's pretty much it for that. All the drum sanding stuff and other Forstner bits, and that's pretty much it. Okay, on the same wall with the drill bits and stuff, I have some levels. I have some track that I can run with the saw. Some other clamp tracks, a clamp router track with a plate. Stick the router on that plate, and you can make dados, just move them where you want them with this track. The TV, gotta have a TV, right? And then this jig here, this jig I made, it's an old, like, if you put a door in here, like a lip door or fiber, whatever kind of fiber core door, and you want to make a design on the front where you follow the router around. These come out, and you can make different design pieces for the router to follow. Sometime, if anybody's interested in this, I'll also do a link to that and a plan. Next to the TV, just lumber racks, Ryobi surface planer, it's a 10-inch. This Ryobi I've had also for about 20 some years, and it was the first one and only one I've ever bought, and it works well. I wish I had a bigger one than a 10-inch, but as long as this thing keeps going, I'm gonna keep it. Below the racks on the wall for miscellaneous lumber and pieces and moldings and stuff like that, I have a bottom section for sheet goods and half sheets and whatever can fit. Yeah, and then over here next to the table saw, I have this 6-inch jointer. It's a Delta, works really nice. It makes it mobile to take it and throw it in the back of the truck if I'm going to a job, you know, extra little job or something like that. The guys at work even wanted to use it when I worked there to go to like repairs and stuff like that. They'd be like, hey Mike, go get your jointer and throw it in the truck and bring it over. So yeah, works nice. I got no problems with it. Don't even really use it that much. Use it here and there, and it works great. Yeah, I got my little Craftsman table saw, which works out good for me. I used to have a bigger table saw down here, a bigger Craftsman. It was a Craftsman, I have it in the garage actually. It's a Craftsman contractor saw with an extra extension. And it made it so wide and so long that I could barely walk through here. Well, this little one works good, so now I just cut 4x8 sheets out in the garage on that, or I'll cut pieces down to the point where I can cut them on here. And this works good. It's got the little extensions here, and I made some dust collection for it. I just drilled a hole in the top of the guard and stuck the shop vac hose in there, and it works pretty good, you know, in a pinch. Yeah, this is it's a shaft driven, not a belt driven, but I use a really nice blade in it. It's a really good quality blade, and I get by with that. Over here I just have my little Delta bandsaw. I hardly use it, gets me by. It's good for quick little cuts. And the scroll saw, I used to do a lot of little like decorative things with the scroll saw, little crafty stuff. Don't use that a whole much anymore. That's pretty much that. All the little stuff in the cabinet here, push blocks and taper jig and wax and different blades. And this is a special groove for like a hold down for lumber. And yeah, it all works out pretty good. This table saw sled, I made this in a video, one of my previous videos, and if you want to check out how easy it is to make this thing, it goes pretty quick. I had little scraps of lumber laying around, whipped it up. Takes a little bit of time just playing with the machinery, but it went pretty easy and pretty quick. And you can check out one of my other videos. Yeah, I got this router table I made. I made it from a plan in a magazine that I saw in a grocery store years ago, 20 years ago. This American Woodworker magazine. Yeah, it was nice to try this and do it. It was fun, and that was back when I just got into woodworking. And yeah, it's got all the description on it, and it's got the plans. And if anybody was interested in these plans, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get them to you. And yeah, this top is 2 pieces of 3/4, real solid. It's got no give. It's got Rockler tractor that I bought, a Rockler plate, more Rockler track for different hold downs, and solid surface material that I got from work. They had it laying around, and I just bought it from them. And I got some 5/4 fence, or not fence, I should say fence hold down fence parts, whatever you want to call it, out of solid oak. That works really good. This plan had different pull-outs like this, nothing fancy, just, you know, block pull downs and 1/4 inch router bits and panel router bits. And below it, I know you can't see it, but I'm the only one filming myself and it's hard to show you, but there's a little bit of storage down here, a couple doors. But yeah, this is nice. If you're interested in that, somehow let me know, and we'll get you the drawings. And here's a little on and off I put in there, and works out good. Under my bench here, I have a ton of storage. I got a side here, a side there, it goes all the way through. Got tons of storage under here. That's one thing I liked about this type of bench. This was the same kind of bench like I had at work. I just modeled it after that, and it's so big you can just lay out parts. If you're building a cabinet, you can lay out both sides, have the bottom, all your partitions. I had a littler bench in the past, and it makes it just so hard to lay stuff out, you know, and clamp things down, and so this works out nice. It's pretty heavy duty, tons of storage. Also have more storage on this side. I have all my parts containers and all the different pull-outs for all the different screws and things like that. I have a toolbox down here that has extra things that didn't fit out. More storage under here. HVLP sprayer and different things, and all my drawers here, they have different sanders and drills. Yeah, I have a corner sander here. I have my Bosch jigsaw here, the big 1/2-inch Delta for doing the log stuff. Different sandpaper here. I have a heat blow dryer, I should say, here for doing different things, and glue guns and stuff like that. Okay, second drawer. Second drawer is just electrical miscellaneous plugs, zip ties, soldering gun, ohm meter, all kinds of stuff. This side here, I have another big drill. I have a couple of Black & Decker routers. Let's see what else I got down here. I have different nailers and staplers and all the nails and staples. Up here I have my bigger plunge router, border cable. This little guy, this little handheld router trimmer that I got at Harbor Freight, works really well. Let's see, Milwaukee radio, and all my chisels, Harbor Freight chisels to the left there. And this plane I also got from Harbor Freight, works really well. Some more squares, and a little saw, and some Bex bits, and a corner chopper, corner cutout deal, and more clamps and more squares and border cable guide. And more clamps. Can't forget my car that I got free with one of my purchases from my Makita saw, that 20-year-old saw. They threw in that cool Makita Corvette. So I really enjoyed spending time with you guys, and thanks for watching. I appreciate every one of you. Please give me a subscribe and a like, and help my little channel grow, and I'll keep showing you fun things and little projects, and there's a project on my bench that I want to start. It's a new finger joint jig. I think it'd be fun and easy to make, and you guys would like how quick it goes. So okay, yeah, we'll talk to you guys later.